Good afternoon, everyone. This is Brad Matheny. Today's the 25th of July. This is an afternoon wrap-up video for what was our bottoming formation that seemed to be overtaken by more of what I'm calling the Kamala shakeout or the Kamala-Crush. I'm looking at a daily SPY chart, and what I'm really trying to understand here is why all of a sudden, daily over the last 2 days, do we get this huge breakdown in price activity? And it leads me to believe that suddenly expectations have dramatically changed. And I think the only thing that we can consider with regards to expectations changing is Kamala Harris as the new Democratic nominee. Prior to that, through the entire span of the election process, which really kicked in at the beginning of this year, 2024, we were having a moderate melt up. This is a 2x linear regression channel, and you can see that we stayed very cleanly within this regression channel throughout almost all of the last 2 years. We had the one deep dip down here, very far outside the 2x, probably closer to 3.5x. In fact, I'll add another regression channel to just check it out. And like I said, regression channels are very cool because they just show us what is actually happening in price as a normal mean range. And we don't have to be too picky about picking these things. So there's our 3x, just outside our 3x standard deviation here, very deep low. But remember, we're not even close to being at a 2x or 3x standard deviation channel. We've gotten a pretty solid pullback, yeah. And again, the new filtering system I built, the pressure system, went bearish back over here on a daily chart on the 18th last week on, we'll do the math here. Today's Thursday. Last week on Thursday, it went cleanly bearish. Actually went, looks like bearish this bar on the 17th. We are below the adaptive Bollinger Band trigger. This is another triggering confirmation system right here that indicates that we can now continue this as a pullback in a bullish trend. We've got downward anchor bars right here, here, and here, these little red triangles, but we are still well above the unique 382 levels and above the ultimate 382 level. So we are still technically bullish, and this is from a shorter time frame. So we are still technically bullish, ultimate, bullish, unique, bearish, pressure, bearish, BB, adaptive, it's Bollinger Band, bearish, anchor, bars, and likely in a moderate pullback in a bullish trend. So now highlight all of this, kick it back down to 16, and let's set the background color white. And like I said, I really want you guys to understand that, we're in a moderate pullback, and we could move into, we could see even further downward progression into here, because where the ultimate levels are here, the unique levels, and the ultimate levels here, that should be more of a straight. We could have a very big pullback and still technically be bullish. So what I want to try to highlight here is that, we're getting some moderately strong selling pressure. We're still above the midpoint of the standard deviation channel, which is the mean. We could very easily, just like we have seen multiple times, come back into this area and find support, or come back into this area and find support, or potentially rally back up above this area, or we could waffle sideways. Now, I'm seeing a lot of people really start to, highlight the potential of a breakdown in the markets. And I'm not seeing that overall. I'm not seeing that quite yet. My Ment rotational modeling system is still bullish. The daily system is still bullish. We don't have any big indication that this is anything other than a moderate pullback in trend. So again, I would not urge traders to overreact to this yet. I'm still calling this the Kamala shakeout or the Kamala-Crush, because it seems very interestingly timed with Kamala Harris taking over the nomination. This was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Remember, Monday, Tuesday, very early in the cycle. By Wednesday, she had secured, Tuesday, Wednesday, she had secured enough delegates to become potentially the nominee. And I'm beginning to really think this is a shakeout related to forward expectations. So what I'm going to tell you here is this, is that if we don't find support in this range, in this area, then we're going to probably come down into this area on a deeper shakeout, either here or here. So this is a pretty confident range here. You can see that we're really looking at this type of activity across here as a base, and really kind of moving into this type of activity here as a high. And that's the area that I think really has to be defended by price if we're going to stay in this bullish price mode. I mean, this is it. This is our zone that we need to see protected. And this is the 382 zone that we are looking at. You can see this level here, right here, this green level and this red level. That's called the unique 382 level. And that's basically telling us as long as we stay above this green level and this red level, then we are looking at fairly strong upward trending. So pull back down in this area is, yeah, it's a moderate pullback. It's a short-term pullback in a downtrend, very clear downward movement, multiple downward triggers, but we are not yet into what I would call bearish trending. Bearish trending is going to be in this area here, downward, particularly getting below this ultimate level here. This ultimate level becomes our master trend definition. So understand that we are still bullish. You can see here we got bearish right back over here temporarily, and it went back bullish over here. But you can see that, on a daily basis, these Fibonacci systems provide very solid constructs, price constructs that we can use for identification. Now, we could easily go down here to like a 1 hour or 2 hour chart, and we could rebuild new constructs. So understand that here you have the constructs moving down, rolling bullish, staying bullish through these time frames, rolling down through this congestion, moving up through here, staying bullish. And right now, if you look back over here, we are below the the unique constructs, meaning we are bearish, and we are below the ultimate constructs here, meaning that we are fully in bearish trending on a 2 hour chart. So again, the same levels apply. You can look on a daily or a weekly or a 1 hour or 2 hour or a 20-minute, but when you look at these levels, they still apply. So this level here, acts as support. This level here acts as support right now, will be resistance. We really need to see this level hold up and see what's going on. We are technically on a 2-hour basis short, just turned short right here. You can see it right there. That's our turning short on the ultimate level. This is our turning short on the unique level. So ultimately, though, when we come in here and we take a look at gold, gold has me worried as well, because this is fear. And I'm really thinking that gold is moving into a fear cycle related to Kamala Harris again. And I think this downward pressure, we were moving up. We saw downward pressure last week when Biden rolled into his COVID issue. And then we saw downward pressure again today. I think this is a fear cycle where all assets are being declining. And I think that it's a big reshifting of capital. Now, gold should rally back out of this. Gold will likely find support in this area and really rally out of this over the next 20 or 30 days. Whereas the SPY, on the other hand, depending on how much concern traders have with Kamala Harris as the new Democratic nominee, we could unwind down into this 500 area or 470 area if this deepens. Right now, like I told you, this area is my key area. I want you to be aware that that level, this area right here, this box, make it red, that is my key area. I want to see what price does in this area. I am not calling this a bearish trend yet. Obviously, short term, day trading, down on 1 hour, 2 hour, you betcha, we're in a bearish trend. We're in a intermediate price pullback on the ultra short term charts. On the daily basis, nope, we're not there yet. We are not in a bearish trend. This is just a moderate pullback. You can see the pressure system went red. Let me spread this out and show you here. You can see the pressure system went red. The Bollinger Band, adaptive Bollinger Band system generated a bear trigger right here on this closing price. The adaptive pressure system generated a bear trigger right here and confirmed it here. The anchor bar systems generated a 1, 2, 3, 4 anchor bars down. Very solid downward trending. We're below this critical support level. We are actively, at this point, ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to find support. And whether it comes here or here or here, we don't know. I suspect we're going to find support above 525, 524, really maybe more so around this gap level here. Remember, there's a very important gap right here that we're just off of. So that level, 536.83, we could get right below that level, just above 535, and roll back to the upside. We need to see how this plays out, though, because I'm believing that this is a capital reshift. Investors moving money around now that we have a change on the ticket with Kamala Harris. And I'm believing that it became rock solid on Wednesday with Kamala as the nominee. And I think that's causing a lot of traders to reposition assets going into the next 3 months before the election. So again, I'm giving you my 10 cents. Like I said, we really have to be aware of, if I gave you an A and B scenario, A is bullish up above this area. Draw that in light green. And B would be bearish below this area. And draw that in light red. So you can see here, this is really my line in the sand. 522, 521.50. This is where I think we're going to see the real battle take place. If we get down here, this is ultimately the oops, I don't want that. the Fibonacci level that is determining the real battle. And it goes all the way back to this range back over here. So again, as long as we stay above this level right now, technically we're just getting a bounce, and it's going to likely try to bounce back out of this. Again, short-term bearish, long-term bullish, daily bullish, looking for that 521, call it 2150, 522.50 level to act as support. And that would still provide a higher low, higher high type of a close. Okay, more tomorrow morning. Remember, tomorrow morning, we get another pattern. This time is a counter trend top resistance pattern. Should indicate another potential for a base bottom. Could be a good solid move if this selling pressure abates. We will see. We will see what happens tomorrow. Okay, guys, talk to you later.